Right on, man. Be sure if your teacher asks why you didn't finish, tell them you had more important things to do. Tell them you were chatting. By the way, who writes papers anymore, bro? Be honest. When you say writing a paper, you mean going to Chat GPT and you fucking type the prompt? It's tough to copy paste exactly the teacher's prompt into Chat GPT. Hey, Big A, you missed my 2-year sub yesterday. Oh, that was on purpose. I was deliberately snubbing you. No, I'm sorry. Oh, good. Now I can't even see chat. No, what if I was... dude, it would actually be really cool to be like... well, no, I guess not. I was going to say to be a blind jazz musician, but I guess the blindness would be bad. Probably a negative. Don't call him Mr. Go Live for nothing. Yes! Did you see Our Place is coming back? Doesn't it come back every year? Isn't that a thing? Isn't it like every year? Or that was the plan from the beginning? Obviously, I'm less... I mean, it's like when Twitch Plays Pokemon came back, you know? It's like it wasn't the same. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against it. It's just like I think there's a cultural moment where everyone first gets into it and it's fucking hype. You should do the Doug challenge, just you. It sounds like you're telling me to eat myself to death. It sounds like you want me to just drive around the city eating until I die, which is not necessarily a nice thing to ask someone to do. Not necessarily. I watched a little bit of Mizkips today. I saw Simply in the thumbnail, and I was like, that look. And they pulled up to, I don't know, a Wendy's or something, and there's a car with like 4 people in front of them, and it ended up being just one order of a large fry and a lemonade, and they were pogging, and I was like, that's pretty hype. That's pretty sick. The Atrioc challenge is the same thing, but you go until you get a hot dog. That wouldn't even be that hard. Just go to a place that sells hot dogs and then wait in line. That's like, it's not even a difficult challenge. Then do it. No, just because something is easy doesn't mean you should do it. You understand? It would be easy to go and get hit by a car, but I'm not going to do that unless you guys think it's cool. Unless you guys would pog or something, and then yeah, I guess of course I would do it for likes. You would earn my respect. Wait, really? I would have your respect, J squared 002. All I have to do is get hit by a car on stream. How could I possibly pass up a deal like that? Do it for the street cred. How is everybody else doing? How's everything going? Charlie. Sorry. Wu-Tang Clans. Wu-Tang Clans drops a 4-month sub, 1-month streak, and says, I'm back, bitches. Like, it's not that big of an event, all right? It's not, we're not all waiting for it. No, don't say you missed him. We're not all sitting here with bated breath hoping that Wu-Tang Clans comes back for the 4-month sub. No fucking way he's back. He's chills, dude. Holy fuck. The king himself. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, Atrioc. Careful. All right. Good one. Good one. I'll give you that. Ryan, Imp. 17 months. Atrioc, I am an idiot. Like 2 months ago. Actually, sorry. You are calling yourself an idiot, but you spelled it. Atrioc, am an idiot. So you started off by really calling me an idiot, which is not cool. I don't appreciate that. But, okay. So you said Atrioc, parentheses, I am an idiot. Like 2 months ago, I recommended you to play Ultra Kill, but instead I typed Ultra Krill and you thought it was a whale game. No. What I did last time is make fun of your misspelling, which is what I'm doing again right now. Learn to spell. It's been 2 months and you still haven't learned to spell. Every time you make a fucking chat message and you're spending your sub, it's getting thrown off because I'm just finding one small spelling error. Come on, Manny 7. I doubt it. Ultra Kill is not a 7-year-old game. Ultra Kill is a boomer shooter, right? This guy played Doom. This guy's probably 34. Right, think of the 17 months. I would probably play a game called Ultra Krill more than Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill, let me just look at it real quick because I kind of forgot what it was. I thought it was like Doom, right? This is what it looks like. Mankind is Dead. Blood. Yeah, this is like that really boomer shooter. Yeah. I'd be so fucking ass at this game, dude. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to do some false confidence. I think I'd be straight up ass. I think I would not do well. And it's not worth it. I'm going to miss people asking when you're going to upload again. It's my favorite part of the past few months streaming. Good. Yes, bring it up. Would you do a Pop-a-thon 2 to raise funds for Caritas? Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. What an incredibly tasteless connection. No. Ruff, thank you for the 12 months. Haliox, thank you for the 17 months. Stillwater, thank you for 25 months. Thank you for the 3 months. Thunder Crash. Vestigial? What's it called when you have a phantom limb or whatever? Vestigial limb? Vestigial Oregon is very funny. It's not that funny because I can't pronounce it, but are there going to be daily YouTube videos? Probably not daily. I don't think I've streamed consistently enough to do daily, and I only want to put out heaters. But we have like a bunch more made already, so I'll trickle them out as I feel appropriate. Hello, Atrioc. I have come to clear my name. What is this? The fuck is this? How do you set your boundaries for game? What is this? You've come to clear your name. What is this? Big A, how do you set your boundaries for game addiction? What I do is I get really, really into a game. And I get really addicted to it, and I want to grind it and crack whatever goal I have. Yeah. And then someone named Ask the Storyteller sends me a fucking fake program.
It's Ace K, motherfucker.
Yeah. Business to business in this hitman shit. Freelancers get ahead in competition with hits. I'm a hit maker. I killed road with some bricks, and this is hip hop. I ain't gonna be labeled a snitch. I won't say that aspect did it. All I say, look who's winning. I'm a higher gun, stable like the rising sun. God done looked at my python, said Stovey, you the chosen one. But on the blessed day, they said that EXE ain't finna run. Star Force does.
ASK, the only one where it goes hard enough that it's all like insulting to me and I like it. This is the only one where I can still vibe to it.
Means Jay Schlau is a sun cave drinking claws. While he hammered in there ramming some obtuse angles. You're acting many to accuse and look at how these keys dangle. Started with CSGO, now we subway surfing. Yo, my screen once you get that Fortnite running. Your forehead got so much shine, thought forehead did
Doesn't have that much shine.
I know you got pay the musician once you pay up with it. A ball clown motherfucker, you look like the dude from the It. And see what runs bottom 30 thinking he is the shit.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but there is zero chance that I look like fucking Pennywise. This is not anywhere. There's not even any similarity. That's not in any. There's no part of it. So I want you to be careful with your words because people might think you're being serious. And this looks like me, and I doesn't because I have a much better hairline and I don't have this kind of face and I don't have an evil grin. No, the forehead is not the same because I have a much smaller forehead. I have to lean into the camera so you can see that I have hair. Okay, I just wanted to make that clear.
All the bots and stream snipers, it's just hit after hit, and hit after hit, and hit after hit. Like Benjamin, I hate that Chester Bennington. The fucking go up and down side the seesaws. He saw Skibbity toilet, said I'm a.
Sorry, like the Benjamin, I hit that Chester Bennington, the guy that died in Lincoln Park. I don't get that. Is that just a random rhyme? How is that a crazy bar? It doesn't make any sense. What are you hitting the Chester Bennington? People don't call the pen a Chester Bennington.
Seesaw, it's gonna be another renaissance as I reap low. That's what
It's very high level bars. I see.
Are you talking about what's present?
Yes, I am.
Let's do a marketing Monday on how you and me can get some bread more.
And now we're in business together?
For a minute, feeling like a decade. For the audience who ain't know, I'm your god. I am ASK. I made a hitman killer, but it feeling like I'm dream killing. The master come off this how that Mr. Dream feeling. I ain't your mother, but I told you not to run with that shit. Little A running with pistols, shot himself in the foot with it. And now he crying wolf saying ASK did it. The K made me for killer, but trust me, I ain't meant it. Take a second for all the haters say this is a fucking joke. So let's go back to the schedule program with a fucking joke. K Kona, Lebs crying about the medical integrity. Evan broke into your house. Dr. Gal told me you had lupus. How? It's that cocaine addiction you can't cover up with cat. The paper Mario
I don't
addiction
use
you can't
cat.
cover up with cat. The Lego Ninjago addiction you can't cover up with cat. The bald head affliction you can't cover up with cat. Glizzy handsome, sorry man. You was born to fly with the steering wheel ain't fit your hands. Maybe you could pack some pair of shoes and hope they need a tiny man. Talking about Brandon, man. I forgot I told Yeti he about to catch some strays.
These are some deep cuts. This ASK watched the full Born to Fly movie for that one. Because that's about how the main character has to go back to packing parachutes. That's a deep fucking cut.
Forgot I told Yeti he about to catch some strays. Why don't you make some snow cones so we could go back to your cave? You owe me like $5 for what I said that day. I was trying to be
What
positive,
$5?
but you got in my way. Wait, for that I thank you. Almost made a grave mistake. I fed his ego, and we can't have that head.
No, we can't.
Quick chat.
No, yeah.
With some alliteration,
The many times this stream and your songs have fed my ego. That seems to be the main goal of most chatters around here. Sort of feed my ego. Help me, get pumped up. No, definitely. This is the one exception from that golden rule around here.
We could take it all the way. Shout to Lonely Wolf for that piano fingers DMCA. And shout to Atrioc for being my partners in crime. I'm sorry, Atrioc. I hope you restart the grind.
Yes, sir.
It's ASK, motherfucker.
You know it. Is there an outro? Yeah, I like this beat. I like this beat. Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I'm super impressed that you're able to be so musically talented and a good programmer. But then I remembered your fucking program doesn't work. So just congrats on the music part. They let the beat ride in case you wanted to freestyle over it. No, I'm good, thank you. I'll leave that to Ludsy, you know, who said he could also freestyle. We'll get him in here for that. He missed the outro. Oh, god damn it. There is an outro. Sneak peek? This fucking Avengers movie?
Sort of take a special man and say I fucking made it. I'm the go, I'm the roast, I'm non-automated. Hypotheticals meaning I'm talking maybe. Rhetoricals, shut your mouth, I mean
Clown mentality coming soon. Don't miss it. Clown mentality. Holy shit, this guy's the peak. We will watch House today, end of day. I'll end the stream with House for sure. I'm kind of fiending for House, actually. Imagine if an album had an after credit scene. Bro, they used to. Albums used to have hidden tracks whenever you couldn't see all the songs on them. This sounds so boomer. What the fuck? Dude, this is like for like a year or two when I was a kid, but they used to have it. They used to have fucking, like on a CD, you could play the whole thing, and then if you let it just play at the end, a hidden track, like the fucking Kanye hidden track song. Before the internet was a thing? No, it wasn't before the internet. It was just back when CDs were still the way you listen to music. Before iPods, which still sounds really old. Which still sounds really fucking old. Yo, back on your gramophone was probably lit. Okay, thank you. Very, very clever. I have a collection of music cassette tapes, and I've never used or even seen the use of a cassette tape. I'm talking about CDs. They were popular around 2000 to 2003, maybe? Was the last... I mean, the 90s, 2003, right? Probably. Before the iPod. Once the iPod came out, it was over. The iPod was crazy. iPod was the last good piece of consumer technology. Pure good. Everything since the iPod has had trade-offs. You know what I'm saying? It's like some good, but some bad. But the iPod was a pure upgrade every way. It was just awesome. And piracy was like super common, super easy. So you just got all, it was like getting Spotify for free on a physical device. Pick what you want. It was sick. Everything since then has been brain hacking. Yeah, in some way or another, it feels like all great consumer technology since then has had some form of brain hacking involved in it. It has some negative externalities. But the iPod was pure good. The iPod ruled. Same with the DVD player. VHS to DVD was one of those tech upgrades where it's like everyone is happy. This is just great. This fucking rules. Nobody is sad about that. It was just better in every single possible way. Nintendo DS, iPod, and a Pentium 4 PC. Damn, feel strong, man. Brother, you're living the good times. Yet to meet a person who used Blu-ray. I just feel like, yeah, Blu-ray wasn't the same. I wonder why Blu-ray didn't. I guess internet really took the wind out of Blu-ray sales. The only Blu-ray players I saw were people that had PlayStations. I saw no Blu-rays in the wild. What about vapes? You're asking if there's any negative externalities to vaping? You don't think vaping technology has any downsides? It doesn't. So good question. That's why another great example is vapes. They're perfect. Everyone wins. Not only the person smoking the vape, but everyone else who gets to enjoy the fucking fat cloud. That's a fucking sick win. Everyone is improved. The quality diff wasn't enough for most people. Yeah, I think so. Blu-ray did not look better enough. And also, here's the fucking grisly truth of it. Oh fuck! I fucked my mind. Is that most Hollywood movies were not filmed with like everyone having 4K TV Blu-ray in mind, and so a lot of them look like absolute shit. They look worse. You up the quality, and like if you've ever seen, go watch National Treasure in high def Blu-ray 4K, which I do every day because I love Nick Cage. It looks like shit. Like all the like temples and stuff they go to become very obviously sets. You can like see the styrofoam. You can see like they look like amusement park rides. They look way worse. But if you watch it in normal movie quality, like a DVD quality, it looks normal. It looks like they're in a fucking. So it's just interesting. Like I think they just make movies worse. 2007, 2012 was such a mixed bag on the masters. Really poor remasters. What does that mean? Masters of what? I named my dog after the side character in National Treasure. Why? Did the movie mean a lot to you or what? Hey, Big A, I'm doing my diversity, equity, and inclusion training right now. I remember those when I started at NVIDIA. You have to do a bunch of these quizzes, like a certification, just so that, like they're required by law, I guess. And it's always like the most inane. It's like, let's say you're in charge of a big GPU shipment, and then an oil baron from Saudi Arabia offers to give you a huge bribe if you tell him the date of the shipment or something. What do you do? And it's like, take the bribe, don't take the bribe. And all the questions are like obvious. But what's funny is like it'll play a little video about it and then do the question, and you can always skip the video. I would do the quiz, and I would do the entire quiz in like, it should be an hour, and I would do it in 8 minutes because you just skip every part of it. The question is so obvious, the answer is itself. Yeah, the videos are so funny. But also it's like, it's just funny because everything in those videos must have been something that actually happened for someone to, and they're so bad. I remember one was like, let's say you're a manager and one of your employees sexually harasses another one of your employees. Do you A, laugh it off? Or like B, escalate and do something about it? And it's like who the fuck is laughing? Who's laughing it off and then confidently putting laugh it off in this fucking quiz? Blizzard. Bobby Kotick fucking gets owned on that quiz. But what's funny is even if you get one wrong, because sometimes I'm blitzing through it, so whatever, I get one wrong. If you get it wrong, because it requires 100% to pass, so it'll go like, no, think about it. Actually, it's like, and you can't even really fail. It doesn't get escalated or anything if you get it wrong. It just like goes, well, no, here. So they're ridiculous. And they accomplish nothing. It's a complete song and dance that all these big corporations have to do, so they can say like, hey, we did mandatory training, so anything that happens like can't be on us. Like we can't be blamed. Yeah, that's why they do it. And if you don't do it, you get escalating emails. So there was one, because it was around the launch of like the 30 series, and that's the hardest I've ever worked in my life. Around the launch of 30 series, because that's when I think that was the first big campaign that I was the lead on. And I was working nonstop. I barely streamed, as you recall. And there was one I had to do. I had to renew one or whatever, and it was about like I don't know, like insider trading or something. Something I had to do. And I just skipped it. I just didn't do it. And if you don't do them, you get an email like, warning, you're out of compliance. You must do this. Do it now or it gets escalated to your boss. And if you still don't do it, because I still didn't do it, I was like ignoring that email. I just kept ignoring my email. It tags your manager, it sends another email, and it's like, employee is out of compliance. And then if they don't answer it, it gets connected to their manager. It escalates every single time until the fucking CEO of the company, until Jensen Huang is getting an email that I haven't done fucking intro to trading. It's pretty insane. Atrioc at my company, if you don't keep up with them every couple of weeks, you get sent on a list of someone pretty high up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it keeps going up because they don't want any legal liability ever. So you have to do it. You just have to do it. That's how you get Jensen's attention. Yeah. Well, I was in a video with Jensen. He said, my friend Brandon. That was hype. I was the only one in that video. That was sick. That was one of my first YouTube videos that popped up, but then I ended up deleting it. At my company, they just kept emailing me, no escalation. I just don't do them. Yeah, if they just email you, you can just ignore it forever, really. But they escalated it in video. Are you going to play the Bloons roguelike mod? I was going to say instantly no, but that does sound kind of interesting. I'm worried. I'm worried about my answer. If I say yes, I could fuck myself. I don't want to get back into Bloons. But a Bloons roguelike does sound interesting. So, let me think on it. Let me stink on it, really. What is this? Atrioc?
House, we need to keep this pipe.
Every episode of House MD ever. I have seen this. I've seen it. It's very funny. We will watch it before we watch House. The balloons are calling. Danny boy, are you ever going to play Fear and Hunger? I was, but then I watched Sea-Dog play it. No, I'm not. Sorry. That's why I don't watch streamers. Fucks it up. We are watching House tonight. Probably around 9-ish PT. Did you ever see this after your Monkey Ball World 10? What is this? Oh, the world record? No, I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure it's fucking sick. Not as good as mine, though. Mine had more heart. You understand? His hair looks like he just got shocked by a cartoon like lightning. Like cartoon lightning. Is there anyone in chat who thinks they could be a good lead YouTube editor? I'm actually currently have an open position. I am looking. I'm desperately searching actually for a new lead. Yuck. Thank you for the 20 months, Blathers Kite. Yuck. Finally got back to Canada after 3 weeks in Boston. New England Dog, Ontario Pog. Is 3 weeks how long it took you to get back by moose? They don't have travel. They're a less developed country, dude. They use moose for everything because they're not as smart or as intelligent or evolved an economy as us. They're like the Hat, and they don't have trains. No, you guys don't have trains. You don't have cars. You have sleds, dude. Sleds and shit. I can't. Little sleds. Why you hating on America's hat? I'm just saying. Canada talks a big game, but they ain't really all that different. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They got fewer guns. All right, I'll give you that. Outside of that, healthcare. Just don't be sick. Sorry. Oh, did I just solve the problem? Literally, just don't be sick. Oh, wow. It was that easy. Looking into why didn't I think of that? Fewer guns won't help them when the fog comes. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking? You're it's got me monk a W. Oh, the fog. How does he know? The fog. By the way, I don't think Americans shooting their guns blindly into the fog is going to help anything. I think more likely it'll cause a lot of friendly fire. And we'll just basically end up stray bulleting everyone in the city. Can I spoil something, though? Have you guys ever seen Stephen King's The Fog or The Mist or whatever? I'm going to spoil it. So if you don't want to hear about it, it's a fucking 2005 movie. Basically, there's weird mist floats into town and no one can see more than 2 feet in front of their face. And it's creepy. And if you walk too far into it, you disappear forever and aliens eat you or whatever. And so everyone's hiding in this fucking gas station convenience store. And they're huddling up. And obviously humanity is the real threat because they turn on each other and become monsters, right? And they're mean and they're racist and they're bad. And that's the whole point. But then, at the end of it, a man like escapes with his family and he's driving into the fog and he's driving and driving and driving. He can't see anything. And then finally, like, they see a big fucking silhouette in the fog and he's like so nervous. It's a monster going to eat them and they're out of gas. And he's like, so I'm telling you what happens. It's kind of sad. So he's like, all right, well, I only have 3 bullets in the gun. I'll get eaten. So he kills his family. Again, this is really sad. He kills his family, but it's like to not make sure they get eaten. But then after he kills them, like it's supposed to be humane. It's like a really sad moment. The fog clears and it's like the military and they've defeated the alien and they're like rolling through the fog. It's called The Mist. And it's so he's like sitting there with his dead family and it's like right as the fucking this I mean, it's a really dark ending. I got to be honest with you. The twist is only in the movie. Yeah. Yeah, it fucked me when I saw it, but it's been like 15 years, bro. The big thing was a monster, yeah, but the military killed it or whatever. That's it. The point is, like, if he waited fucking 10 minutes, took a deep breath, they would have been fine. King said the movie ending was better. I thought it was a pretty good twist ending. Bro, I'm stoked for Barbenheimer this weekend. Heard very, very good things about Oppenheimer, so I'm pretty... did you see Barbie? Wait. Dude, this is so funny. This is so funny. I didn't know about this. So Barbie has a scene in the movie where she's standing in front of like a hand-drawn map. Now, I have no idea. I haven't seen the movie. But they added this 9-dash line to respect China's territorial waters and their claims to Taiwan. So the movie can release in China. And so the movie's been banned in Vietnam because of this line. This random line on this fucking obviously misshapen drawing is the reason the movie's banned in like a bunch of East Asian countries and possibly allowed in China. It's so funny. It's so funny how much this matters to China, and that's why like Hollywood movies have to add this, even on a fucking fake map. I'm going to a Barbie-themed party this weekend as Cold War Ken. Wait, what? And your wife is pissed? Is that what you said? My wife is so pissed. Then don't do it. Why do you need to be Cold War Ken so badly? What is Barbie's stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? I hope it shows up. I hope it shows up. Every time I go to a movie, I want to make sure that all of the major geopolitical conflicts are addressed and they take a firm stance. Otherwise, I'm pissed, dude. Chinese copied us. Wait, is this? Wait, what is this? Ted Cruz says the
dad of 2 young daughters. This is, going to be a big movie, particularly for a lot of young girls. There's a scene in Barbie where there is this map of the world, and it's drawn like with crayon. I mean, it's really a very simple cartoon. And so they have this blockish thing that is called Asia. And then they've drawn what are called the 9 dashes, this is Chinese communist propaganda, which the Chinese are asserting sovereignty over the entirety of the South China Sea. And they don't have any right to it under international law, but they're trying to take it away from their neighbors there, take away and claim China's in charge of the entire sea and no one else, whether Vietnam or Singapore or other nations in that area, they don't have any rights to now. I'm the dad of 2 young...
Oh, he cut off. I mean... Yeah, it's just not that serious for this. But I mean, he's actually not wrong about what is happening with the 9-dash line. It's just that this doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Saying the things liberal America supervisors say. I just don't think this is that big of a deal. I do think it's odd, though, because this was clearly added to appease China to get it to release in China, because China has the biggest film market right now. I think it's funny that there's little things like this that China gets so stressed about. And I think it actually works against them in a lot of ways. I think their plan to become a big geopolitical player is hampered by when they get super stressed about this kind of stuff. It reeks of like, it's like their new money. They're new money and they're buying Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like China just got rich recently, and they're just trying to like project a little bit of how, and that's what it comes off to me as. It's a little bit of insecurity. You should have a heart to heart with Xi about this. I'll tell him. Yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to Big Xi. China has Ninja's PR team. Jess. That's so funny because what's her full name? I'm sorry. Didn't she quit as Ninja's PR team recently? They're obviously still married, but she quit. And it'd be funny if she went from that to working for the CCP. She quit because she got a better opportunity for Xi Jinping. Atrioc, random thought. Oh, I love that. Holds up Spork. Are you hyped for the new Armored Core game? The only 1% reason I'm hyped for it is because it's Miyazaki and FromSoft, and they're based, and they're fucking game pilled, and I'm a fucking Miyazaki cell, and whatever other way of saying it. Okay. Like my fucking Skibbity toilet would be a fucking FromSoft logo. All right, Gen Alpha. By the way, Gen Z, I no longer care about you, okay? We're going for Gen Alpha. That's where the real money is. And no, you guys don't get it because you're old. You guys, everyone question marking is an old Gen Z out of touch. Dude, I saw, wait, what was it? It was somebody, it was a tweet. I didn't even watch it on TikTok. It was a tweet about a Gen Alpha TikTok that was making fun of, God, I wish I remembered. It was some Zoomer phrase, and they're like saying, this is the heckin' doggo of, I mean, there's no difference between heckin' doggo for millennials and this for Zoomers. It was very funny to me. Gen Alpha can't even sign up for Twitch. Yeah, somehow they figured out a way. You know why? Because Gen Alpha has probably the worst parents. Millennials, maybe. Gen Alpha's parents are old millennials who are already brain rotted. Okay? So they're spending all their time on the iPad 100%. And there's nothing stopping them from signing up for Twitch at fucking 2 years old. Gen Z's kids are going to be turbo based. Really? Gen Z in chat, do you think you'd be good parents? Be honest. By the way, that requires you at one point in your life to have sex, which so far you're doing a terrible job at. This is a ukulele song. Nope. Adoption, idiot. You have to... Okay, well, someone has to have the kid for you to adopt it. And so far, the birth rate is declining precipitously. Gen Z will lose their mind when it's time for parent-teacher conferences. It's like a weird opening to like a boomer comedy bit. That doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a deal. I'm not so worried about that one. Particularly, that's like an SNL sketch, yeah. Bro, if I'm a dad, my kid will get real comfortable with the concept of death and how his future is fucked, and all he can do is ride it out. That's bad parenting. Do you want me to? Do you mind if I step in? Please don't have kids. Don't say it so proudfully. Like you're going to make your kid super comfortable with the concept of death and how everything is fucked and he'll ride it out. No, that's not cool. No, I would recommend you don't do that. I recommend you just don't have kids. You know, doesn't sound like they're going to grow up in a fucking loving, hopeful, optimistic environment. Have 10 children. Depressed people make better art. Yeah, dude. No, actually, you're right. He's actually right. Have 10 kids. Make them really depressed. Be a bad parent. They grow up to prove you wrong. They sort of, plus kids kind of do what the opposite of what their parents want them to do. So if you're like super doomer, maybe they'll be super gloomer. No, sorry, opposite. What is that? Bloomer. They'll be bloomers and they'll save the world. Maybe they'll be super optimistic. Quack. Shut the fuck up, Quack. Quack said happy. Like just speak normal. Oppenheimer dad, Barbie son. Your brain is rotted. Your brain is rotted. You can only express yourself through popular trends and memes and changing the words that someone else wrote to whatever applies to your current situation. Atrioc, the out-of-tune ukulele is actually killing me. I will never tune this ukulele. It is a part of me. It feels like an instrument. It's not an instrument. It's like a part of my body. Like an arm, like an extension of my body. And changing it would be an affront to God. Atrioc, my dog has fleas. That's how you tune it. What does that mean? My dog has fleas. Let Atrioc strum you a little tune on his ukulele. His voice is also out of tune. How do we tune that? Okay. First of all, I have a beautiful singing voice, and everyone here would agree. Like 99% of people would agree. And secondly, it's not really about the fucking mechanics of it, all right? People say that Bob Dylan didn't have a great singing voice, but he put his passion and his heart into it and created great music. So, and I sort of am the modern Bob Dylan. Can you play Still DRE? No. Still hitting the Smoke on the Water. I just did, dude. You can tell my talents. What's the plan for today, Big A? It's always the point where I know that I've where the fun is run out for fucking 8-bit Dan. We're having a good vibe, but whenever someone says, oh, so what's the plan for today? Let's get past this fucking bit. Let's move it along. Well, there was something I wanted to do, but probably not today. Somebody sent me, apparently there was a House MD Nintendo DS game, and they sent me the ROM of it, and I kind of want to play. I also can't do Hollow Knight today because I haven't installed it. I do want to do Hollow Knight. I thought today would be a perfect... Oh, I do have a plan for today. Wait a minute, I do. I have some content. Do I want to do this today? Maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. Watch stream. No, Hitman. I'm not playing Hitman until I get my items back, and I haven't even begun to grind them. Hitman is not on the menu. Beat the World 11 of Monkey Ball Gaiden. Is there a World 11? Oh, Dr. Battle vid was one thing I wanted to do. Dr. Battle had a vid. All right, he said it's a very important vid that he made just for stream, and I'd love to see it. Dr. Battle wanted us to analyze something under 6 minutes. You DM'd it to me. All right, let's see right now. I'm sure this is very important. It's called the Atrioc angle. I already hate it. Cool. Good to know that before we even start it, I already hate it. I have no joy in my heart for it, and I wish that he didn't make it. Let's see. The Atrioc angle by Dr. Batau.
When Atrioc fans see the live notification, they can be sure of a few things. They're going to get some hilarious banter.
Daft Punk like ripped it from this.
No shot.
No, yeah.
No, there's no way Daft Punk ripped their song. You're gaslighting me. There's no shot. It's obviously a... Yeah, I know the song.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You don't even know what gaslighting means.
You don't know what gaslight meaning is funny. I get it. You're gaslighting me on gaslighting. That is funny. You are so good at everything but teaching me how to search today. I gotta be honest with you.
Marketing and business information.
You can see it here. Transport, food, housing, furnishing, utilities, recreation, restaurants, hotels. Yep. Every single one of them saw massive spikes in their cost in 1 year. Yep.
Stellar Hitman gameplay.
Yep. Woo. Look at that.
Well done, 47.
Oh, I hate that angle. Look at that angle. It's like staring down at me. Look how much higher it is.
Oh my God, no way. Someone, help, help.
But there's one more thing they can always count on.
I like the music. I do like the music. Yo!
That's right, the Atrioc angle. Now, before I can get too deep into it, we should first establish what a traditional angle is. More often than not, you're going to see streamers level the camera pretty even with their eyes, so the viewer is looking directly at them, as opposed to up or down at them. It's the most natural angle we get in real life, assuming you're not notably tall or short, so it makes sense to use.
Okay.
What is the Atrioc angle? The Atrioc angle is, simply put, the angle that Atrioc has used for most of his streaming career, especially in the time that he's been more popular. It's a higher angle view than most streamers tend to pick. It allows him to feel small in his room, like he's surrounded by the world of streaming. The angle allows him to speak to chat while the bill of his hat covers his face. A clear shout out to Nirvana's Kurt Cobain for the Smells Like Teen Spirit music video, where he told the director he didn't want to be as front and center as your typical rock star is in a music video. He wanted to be blurred and hard to see through his hair. Atrioc does that with his hat time and time again. So, why is the Atrioc angle good? The Atrioc angle is good for a few reasons. It's very uniquely his. In the space of large streamers, nobody is using this angle, so it's very much his, and that's a comforting feeling.
Not a comforting feeling.
Second you see this angle in an empty room on Atrioc's channel, you know it's about to be an Atrioc stream. It lets chat have the feeling.
Bro, you know what else will tell you it's about to be an Atrioc stream? The name Atrioc under the stream. When you click the button or when the notification comes in, it says it's from Atrioc. That tells it enough. Or the bookshelf that's only in my stream. That does it. There's many ways to tell, you know, or the fact that in every Atrioc stream, Atrioc's in it. You can see me in it. That'll tell you. So you don't need to have the fucking angle to remind you what stream you're watching.
Looking down on him, which allows them to feel comfortable making jokes at his expense. These jokes are all in good fun, and the angle allows them to feel bigger, stronger, and more confident to make them in the first place. When have you ever heard of a streamer getting roasted by chat? Their angle prevents it. Lastly, it doesn't make him look like a kid.
I'm sorry, so if I... How about this? Oh, yeah. You guys don't feel confident making jokes now, huh? Now that I'm looking down at you. Oh, not so confident anymore. Oh, look how tall and strong I am. And then now, apparently what you want is this, where we put it down, and then I go like this. Flashbang, bald, poggies, lol, little baby man. Oh yeah, we're so back. Old, little dork. Interesting. I can see the advantage that he's describing.
When you see Atrioc sitting there, you just know that's a man in his 30s. No confusion possible. So, what happened? On July 3rd, 2023, Atrioc started stream with this angle. Harrowing. That's right. He completely abandoned the angle he worked so hard to popularize in favor of a more mainstream eye-level angle. As I said before, there's nothing wrong with the classic eye-level angle, but the Atrioc angle had something more to it. It was legendary for a reason. It told the viewers that he didn't care what was cool or popular, that he was going to do things his way.
That's what I'm doing
now! The day of the change, his chat was livid. The stream went off the rails as they begged for the return of the old angle. Atrioc laughed and said that he didn't even expect anyone to notice the subtle 1-inch change, much less complain about it. 1 inch is all the difference in the world, Atrioc. We can't see your floor. Your bookshelf is far too visible, and the amount you fill the frame is, frankly, creepy. The old angle The Atrioc angle was poetic, graceful, beauty amongst non-standard chaos, a rebellion against the status quo. Where would music be without artists innovating and going against what people expect? And where will we be without the Atrioc angle?
That's a really powerful video. This is a banger song. The MF Doom of camera angles. Yes. But look, you still can't see my eyes, and we're at this angle. Hashtag adjust the angle. We will take Dr. Battle's excellent video into consideration. That being said, I think we all can all agree this new angle has many, many benefits. Like the fact that I don't take up a tiny portion of the screen, that we don't have a huge part of my floor filling the shot, that I'm looking at the chat, especially if I put them on the other side. So I think we can all agree there's pros and cons to both. And it's way too soon to make a judgment on which one we like more when we've only just begun to try this angle. This angle seems really nice. A lot of benefits to this angle. Also, one thing you may not have considered that I considered when I first did it was that I just bought a whiteboard and I wanted to be able to use the whiteboard, which I do all the time. And if I don't point it at the camera, the floor, then I can't get the whiteboard into the shot. Heartology, thank you for the 15 months. Hey, Big A, first time in chat. There's no fucking way that's true. You're a 15-month sub and this is your first time in chat? I'm looking. You have hundreds of messages. Shut the fuck up, dude. God, everyone in chat, they don't have any respect for the truth. Truth is not something you think of. Have a separate whiteboard cam? Bro, what am I made of money? I just started uploading, dude. I got one unmonetized video. I'm not fucking buy a separate fucking Sony A30 so that I can fucking stream a whiteboard cam. All right? It ain't happening. Now, I need to get some NVIDIA shares. Bro, I might. Dude, the market is fucking crazy. NVIDIA stock is just too high for fucking any reasonable person. What the fuck do they expect? I don't understand. 15-month sub and you're not rich. That's okay. You get half. All right, let me fix the light here because the light is a little bit off. There it is. Okay, good. Right like this. And I'm gonna get a water, not ketamine, and I will be right back. Okay. So 1 second. Is this an Atrioc stream? If there was an Atrioc angle, I could tell. Good thing I'm back, and I can tell you that it is confirmed. 6 out of 10 walk. Post your walk, Quack. Post your walk or back down. I have to see your comparison. Nice to see he's mixing it up with Cat instead of Coke. I'm actually mixing it up with a LaCroix. So... one time they made Phineas J run. I remember when Phineas J applied to be mod, I made him do a monologue from Fast and the Furious. He had to record in his bedroom a monologue from Fast and the Furious, and he did it. It was insane. That was his interview. Instead of a whiteboard cam, buy House MD's screen-used PSP. What the fuck is this? Wait, what? This is a $1,800 PSP used by House MD on the show? Certificate of authenticity? Bro, how do you know this is real, though? Couldn't somebody just sell their used PSP and add this shit and then make a huge fucking markup? Like, how do you know that's real? The certificate. Yeah, but who makes those? You could print one, dude. What exactly stops someone from doing that? Wow, House himself used that PSP. That is fucking sick. Why did they write House as being a PSP user? That's got to be product placement. Bro, I was watching Spider-Verse. I saw Spider-Verse with Jarvis like yesterday, right? Yesterday or the day before. And like the movie actually makes fun of product placement a bunch of times and then has actual Sony product placement like 3 times. Like literally at one point in the movie, he's swinging past the billboard that has soda on it. And if you actually read the billboard, because I do, it goes soda, generic soda. It's not anything. It's just soda. Like it's kind of making fun of it. And then later on, they take on headphones and they literally show the Sony logo as they put, like, it's like literally, it's actual Sony product placement. Minus 20. Wait, I gotta check that out. $20 from Pee on Me. What a stupid fucking name. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not even gonna read the rest. I'm not even your message. I'm not gonna read your message. I'm not gonna read your message. $20. Was it worth it? You got me. I got me. You got me. It's 20. It's 20. It's a 20. It's a 20 bomb. All right, that's worth it. Sony never misses a chance. They throw Vio laptops and every, yeah. Sony's a big product placement on every Sony movie. Because it's the electronics company that owns a movie studio. I guess why wouldn't you? I can't. I don't want to pee on you. Gross. All right, then don't. Turns out I was reading someone's name. Coffee breaks my hope. Thank you for the 7 months. Ever watch Ristic Studies on YouTube? Is there a good YouTube video I can watch right now? By the way, thank you, Dr. Battle, for that incredible documentary. We'll truly, we'll do a deeper dive on that. Ristic Studies. Ristic Studies. What is this? Oh, it's all about magic. No, I like Magic the Gathering. No, I haven't watched this. Bro, I only draft. I'm not like I'm a Chad, all right? Just because I play Magic the Gathering extensively does not make me some sort of nerd, okay? Do you understand? CIA agent reviews Tom Cruise stunts. Fuck it, I have to watch it. I have to watch it. Even though, like, these fucking, X reviews Y videos are always like, the person is not qualified to talk about movie stunts in any way, really. And they always like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Kind of like what we would have done. Let's see. But
Could somebody scale a building and infiltrate using, a laser cutting glass thing? Yes, it could be done, but no would do that in broad daylight. My name is Andrew Bustamante, and I am a former covert CIA intelligence officer. I served with CIA for 7 years in the National Clandestine Service, and now I'm the founder of Everyday Spy, where I teach spy skills to everyday people. Today we're going to be looking at the Mission Impossible movies and determining just how real they are.
What does everyday people need spy skills for? This guy's a Joe Rogan regular, I suppose. As are you, right? For being aware.
So this, I think, is very...
Bro, the first Mission Impossible movie rules. And if you haven't seen it, sack up, dude. It's just, it's fucking, it looks good. It looks like a fucking, there was a Cinema Sticks on it. Let's watch that first, because I started watching it and I wanted to watch it with chat. Cinema Sticks, this one. Different. It is funny though. People also saw this on Twitter, but So this is the... Can I spoil it? This is the bad guy in the first Mission Impossible. And he is younger in this film than Tom Cruise is now. Like, when I saw this movie as a kid, this guy's like the oldest, evilest guy. And now Tom Cruise is older than him and still the main character.
Which has been helmed by 5 different directors across 7 films. So yeah, of course.
Good evening, Mr. Hunt.
And I don't just mean different from the show, with which the films share little more than a name, a theme song.
He says, well, yeah, well, the spoiler's going to come up. I'm sure the spoiler's going to come up in this video.
And a line of dialogue.
The mission, should you decide to accept it.
Different, rather, from anything I expect going into an American
these are great
action
shots.
movie generally. Maybe it's the fact that Brian De Palma directed it, years after Blowout and Scarface.
I give you $400,000 more.
That half its story...
I will say I've never seen Scarface. I feel like it's a big gap in my filmography. I feel like I have to see it eventually, but I've never seen it. I know, like, the fucking iconic lines or whatever. Say hello to my little friend. But I never seen it.
Credit goes to Steven Zaillian, who wrote Schindler's List, or that half its script was penned by Robert Towne, who wrote Chinatown.
Hello, Miss Sessions. I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
That it was scored by Danny Elfman, or that despite a first foray into practical action set pieces, not a single bullet in Mission Impossible is fired by our lead, and virtually none by anyone else.
Oh, that's a good scene.
0 body count.
No shootouts, no fistfights. All of that, no doubt, plays a part. But more than anything else, what's always kept me coming back to this movie is the way it looks, how it's lit, the way it's shot. In other words, the deft hand of cinematographer and longtime De Palma collaborator, Stephen Burham.
Have I seen 7 yet? No, I'm going to.
All the signature De Palma Burham techniques are on show here. Long shots, extensive POVs, split screens.
Oh yeah, the guy on the roof of the elevator.
Thematic color.
Can I spoil that one too?
Dutch angles. Basically, if Hitchcock used it, De Palma co-opted it.
No, POV is not a TikTok reference.
All the tension in Mission Impossible is built around moments of calculated, escalating suspense. Stripped down, it's essentially a murder mystery disguising itself as a...
I already fucking spoiled it, so I'm going to talk about this. All right, so I'm just going to spoil it. Fuck off, dude. It's a fucking movie from 1996. This part is so annoying to me because he's got a watch where he can see out of the glasses of his teammates. And then one of his teammates, that old guy, John Voight, that I told you, is like, Ethan, I'm being shot. And then he's like, look. And then Ethan looks and it's this. But in this shot, it is so obvious that the person with the glasses is faking it. They're faking it. He's clearly pointing the gun at himself. Like, he's obviously not being shot. And like, even as a kid watching it, you can tell. Like, they didn't even... It looks so much like the person wearing the glasses is holding the gun. And like, that stuck in my mind even as a kid.
Essentially a murder mystery disguising itself as a high-action franchise film. But what's fascinating is how drastically the atmosphere of the film shifts at key intervals throughout the movie. Fundamentally distinct and deliberate tonal changes that not only reflect a move in locale, Prague, Langley, London, but with them, a change in Burham's approach to lighting and color. 3 different styles Burham refers to as Old Europe, America, and New Europe.
Okay.
The Prague segment is the most subdued, and to me by far the most stunning, designed to evoke an atmosphere of old European spy master stories, slinking around.
It had a really cool vibe.
Outside of a few bookending sequences, the best bits of Prague were shot outdoors and at night. In combination with the use of anamorphic lenses, it all meant Burham required huge amounts of light to set up his shots, light that didn't exist. He, his gaffer Laurie Shane, and their team spent 3 days bathing 2 miles of riverfront around the Charles Bridge.
I went to this bridge, the Mission Impossible bridge. I watched all the Mission Impossible recently. The first one was the only good one. I don't know about that. I like all of them. I don't know if I like all of them. But I enjoy all the Mission Impossibles. But I think the first one is actually good. I think it's a good movie. I think it's like a I don't know. The rest of them are fun movies, and I think the first one is like a legitimately good movie. That's my opinion. Opening scene of 3 is so fucking good. What's the opening scene of 3? I mean, the best part of 3 is when Philip Seymour Hoffman's on the plane and he's hanging him out of the plane and trying to interrogate him, and he's like giga chatting, not giving up. That's the best part of 3. Yeah. Three opens with him counting down. Let's watch the opening scene of 3. Opening scene, Mission Impossible 3.
We've put an explosive charge in your head. Does that sound familiar? The rabbit's foot, where is it?
I gave it to you.
Ethan. Where's the rabbit's foot?
What do you
He's
say?
a very good villain.
What I gave you.
I'm gonna count to 10. You're gonna tell me where the rabbit's foot is, or she dies.
I'm really enjoying this. And then Diver Down wrote, "This mission, it's impossible." Fire emoji. And you just ruined it. You ruined it for me. Because that's not a line. That's not a fucking line from the movie. You know that, and you're being stupid. It's not. Don't bat chest something that I'm enjoying.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Do you understand?
One.
You listen to me. I got exactly what you asked for. Did you want something else? So if there was a misunderstanding, I will fix it. I can get it. Whatever you want.
2.
Ooh.
Listen. Talk to me. We can talk. Like gentlemen.
3.
All right. All right. I know where the rabbit's foot is. I can help you.
The way you helped me on the airplane? That way?
You put the gun down. I'm not talking to you like this.
That's your choice. 4.
Rabbit's foot's in Paris. You want to know where in Paris? Then let her go. Because you will
It's
never.
not in Paris. 5.
I like his eyes.
You kill her, you do this. If you get nothing. Are you listening to me? The only way you're gonna get what you want is for you to.
Oh!
You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? You don't think I'll do it? Where is it? Where the hell is it? Look at me. Where the hell is it? Look at me. Stay with me. 7. 7. Kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you. 8. Please, don't do this. Just let her go. I promise you. Promise you. I can figure out how to get whatever you
9.
want. Please. Listen to me. I want to help you. I want to help you get whatever you want. But you got to do what's right. What you know is right.
If I was Philip Seymour Hoffman here, this is the part where I would start saying 9.5 because I don't want to do it, right? I just want him to tell me. So I would like try to give him more opportunities. I would do a 9.25 and I would start to stretch it out. But I feel like he's a little more intense than me.
No. No. No.
10.
Ooh, boom. Yeah, that's a great opening. That was a great opening. Holy moly. I forgot how good that was. So now we're 3 layers deep in Inception, so we're back up to here.
In hundreds of soft lights to get a look of something mysterious, at times verging on nightmarish, a bodily disconnect, and a graspless sensation of dread. As the team's mission disintegrates, and each agent is picked off one by an unseen assailant. In the dense fog, characters wear dark coats for Byrne to keep a black reference, coloring and ambiance inspired by Owen Roizman's work on The Exorcist. Suspense through the unknown and what can't be seen, or what's seen but can't be confronted. It's a mood that well serves the lead-in to the central set piece of the segment, your classic spy-on-spy antagony over drinks at some chic restaurant. Each character with information the other wants, every close-up a Dutch angle, exemplifying the growing tension between Hunt and Kittredge, and to boot, a literal bomb under the table that would make Hitchcock grin. A ticking clock.
I hated that guy, Kittredge.
And then...
what makes it Dutch? I don't know. I'm not a film expert.
That's 16 tons of water and shattered glass, by the way. But true to form, that's Cruise doing it, making sure it looks real.
I think it'd be cool if it was CGI.
The Prague segment that finishes...
like, what if it was like... bear with me, right? But what if it was like, instead of him actually jumping out of the window... it's just him on a green screen. It's CGI water. And he like jumps on the door of the restaurant and like surfs out, you know? And he's like, this surfing's not impossible. Like The Mission. And he like flips around and then that would be, I think that would be a cooler movie. I think that would make you feel more excited. And then he says cowabunga. Yeah, and it's a stunt double. It's like a stunt double that like is a little bit different than Tom Cruise, but like close enough that we don't care.
Is back at base, Hunt moving from adrenaline, instinct, and shock into a hallucinatory, almost fever dream-like state, a 3 a.m. ephemerality, as he reels from the night's events and tries to make sense of what little information he has. As his mind imagines John Voight's wounded character crashing into the room, Byrne reintroduces canted angles, cueing us in that things aren't all what they seem. Then, when it's revealed that it's really Claire, we regain stability. And the two work into the morning to devise a plan.
There's another half? Why is this 2 parts? I think that was good enough. I just want you to know that First Mission Impossible looks very good. It's like a good looking film and it feels classy. I don't know what about it is. That movie feels, it's like a classy spy film and the other ones feel like fun films. Glazing. Okay, you are allowed to like compliment something and like media. You're allowed to. I heard a lot of directors are going to use the Atrioc angle in films now. Yeah, it's the Dutch angle, it's a regular angle, and then the Atrioc angle. Those are the 3 angles. Watch the Mission Impossible 2 opening. We're just going to watch Mission Impossible opening sequences.